I'm going to try to show you this pattern and how it was modified. We're going to go over and I have several quilt groups. A group here showing you a pattern and how the pattern looks when it's set up. The pattern that was modified, and this was an earlier version of it. Here are the 4 rows, the 4 patterns that make up the 4 rows. I did a JPG. This is what we had for instructions. Tells you the spacing and all of this. It shows you an idea of how it goes together. Then here is a pattern that Janice came up with. They wanted this to stitch continuously. So Janice modified this and put it all together so that it would stitch continuously. I can show you that right here. And I'll speed this up some so it doesn't take so long for it to go. It goes to the left to right, right to left to right, right to left, and then back left to right to make it work continuously. So that's what we had, and Janice worked on it. And then whenever she sent this back, they liked the pattern, but they did not like the line. So I worked on getting this an idea that I could make this stitch left to right and then do all of the parts and then stitch back left to right for an end. So what I've done here is I've divided all of this out. Now, and as I thought that I had all of this divided, let me see. Get the nodes here. I'm going to divide this out some more so that I can work on it. Divide it right there. And on the other side probably. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, that's divided out. That's divided out. This and this. They're all divided so that they're all individual pieces. Sometimes I have to use the greater than, less than. I want to get that line. Now there's the line. But they didn't want the line in there. So I divided out the line. I'm going to move this line out of there like that. And I'll just delete it. So now how am I going to get this to sew left to right, right to left, left to right. This is right to left, and I need it to go back left to right. So I'm going to just, this, you see right here, this is to a grid. So I can select this, and I'm going to move it. And I'm going to move this one up just a little bit. Doing this for a reason. Move this down a little bit. Move this. I can actually just leave that one alone. So what I want to know is, what is the sewing order? So here we have 0, 1, 2, 3. So now I need to get back over to this one. You can see what direction it's going. Here it goes to 0. It goes this way. The arrow tells you 1 goes this way. That's what the arrow tells you. And this 2 goes this way. 3 goes that way. So what I decided that I would do is I would take one of these and make it stitch again. And what I did was I selected this one, I rubber stamped it, then I got the rubber stamp copy, I got this copy right here. I'll use my greater than, less than. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way again, and I'm going to do the set so order. I'll get the set so order. So this is good, 0, 1 is good, 2, 3, and 4. So it was in the right order. Okay, go back, set so order. I will do a virtual. Okay, it's going to go there. It's going to go back. It's going to go to the right, left to right, right to left, and left to right. So all I have to do now is put it all back together. I'm going to take this one, turn on my grid snap, press the G key, and I can actually get my end anchors. I can just go through the anchors. Okay, I've got grid snap on. You can see down here the G is highlighted. I grab this one, put it there, this, bring it down to there. Now I'm going to do that with this one, bring them all down. Okay, come on, you got to go down to that grid. Okay, take this one, now I'm going to get this one, and when I do this is going to stitch over itself. Okay, so I have all the pieces back in place. Let's do a virtual stitch out. There it is, left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left. Now it's going to go back, left to right. And that's all there is to doing that way. What I would do here next is select all of this, combine the patterns. Now it's all back to one thing. Then I will right click, I will export pattern to CSQ, and I'm going to call it straight mod 3. Okay, I'll save it. I'm going to make a new quilt group, add a quilt group. Select this pattern, go to repeat patterns, go down here to where it says repeats and rows, select this. I want to take 3 repeats 3 rows. Go ahead and click OK. Now there is my pattern. And if I go to a virtual, okay, I've got to do a little finagling around here to get virtual to work. So I'll plus key and get this thing to see. It just continually stitches across however wide and however long the quilt is. So that's how you can modify. There's, modifying patterns is what many of us do.